There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Trey Burke, and it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson, then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Now here's Leonard. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Leonard against Hardaway. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Pass to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shoots over Burke. The Clippers rebound. Morris with the bucket.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Doncic against Jackson. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Passes it to Jackson. And Batum kicks to George. On the wing, Jackson. Now, here is George. Burke covering. And Leonard has it in the corner. And here we go. Mavericks running again. Up the floor. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Porzingis with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Count that one. Marjanovic has got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the inside. Outside for George. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. To the paint, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. J.J. Redick's checked in for Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Mann. The drive by Rondo.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Mavericks leading by 6. Now Brunson, and the wide open shot from Redick. Good on the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. There's the pass to Mann. Now Kennard. Pass to Mann. Dishes it to Morris. Over Porzingis. Pass to Kennard. Just 3 to shoot. No good on the triple. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-6 run. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Passes to Redick. Here's Finney-Smith. Up top, Porzingis. Outside, Redick from past the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it's...
This game, it's
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Dallas again missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Right side Rondo. And the pass to Mann. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Mann's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. To the middle. Pass to Kennard. Back to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Pass to Richardson. This one for three. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Burke, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Hardaway, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Nicolo Melli. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Second shot opportunity, and the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 8.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Passes it to Jackson. George with the ball. He dishes it to Batum. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Doncic looking it over. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 10.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Kennard kicks to George. Inside. And Leonard gets it to go.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Now, here's Doncic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Richardson dishes to Hardaway. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Had the space there, but it's offline. It's Jackson with the drive. Leonard inside, guarded by Doncic, and it's Leonard with a sensational play.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside Hardaway. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 12 seconds left to play in the first half. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
7 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. A putback. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break. Or third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter didn't play out the way the Clippers had hoped. They were on their heels immediately, at one point staring at a 12-point deficit in that open. And that's a wrap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. We've got Luka Doncic. Maxi Kleba is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Back to Richardson. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis has checked in. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Cauley-Stein, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like this. Am I correct?
No. That is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
George double teamed. The pass to Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Jackson against Doncic. Pass to Finney Smith. Lets it go with the 3. And no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. That 3 off the mark.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Such a wide open look. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
One of the toughest covers in the league. Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
Pass to Finney Smith to end the run. Hands it from downtown. Finney Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. George passes to Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 7.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Off target from 3-point range. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And George, here we go. And the shot goes in.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
.109 left in the third quarter. Cloak loose. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Richardson for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
And here's Leonard. 10 points for him. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Here we go, one-on-one. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Here's Morris. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Batum finds Jackson. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Clippers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? They've got Ivica Zubac. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hardaway. The 9-foot shot. Kleba kicks to Redick. And there's the pass to Brunson. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Hardaway against Kennard. And stolen by Redick. Fast break, Dallas. And then Hardaway with the dunk. Hardaway's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Man passes to Zubac. Right side, Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Dallas calls timeout. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Complete it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Doncic passes to Redick. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rondo. Here's man. Guarded by Hardaway. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rondo. The 3-pointer no good. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Kennard. Here's man. Guarded by Hardaway. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kennard on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Batum with the steal. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Both teams will make substitutions. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Burke. Sinks the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 4. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Boban Marjanovic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Doncic against Jackson. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. And foul on the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Redick against George. 4 on the clock. A 3 from Leonard. Porzingis with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And it's Doncic missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's Redick on the wing, beyond the arc, kept alive. It's in!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was direct.
MVP title goes to Denny 6132 Young. Congratulations.
Hustling Philadelphia. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Simmons finds Harris. Doncic against Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Harris against Porzingis. The pass to Embiid. Lots of room. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Joel Embiid has a nice shooting touch and does not lack for confidence and seems to be getting better in the mid-range area.
Doncic looking it over. Kicks it to Hardaway. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here is Doncic. To halt the run. Simmons with the defensive effort. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Now, here's Doncic. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Simmons passes to Green. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Green's got his second basket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic against Simmons. Doncic kicks to Redick. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Pass to Korkmaz. Feeds it to Hill. Pass to Korkmaz. Releases from 15. Offensive rebound. And Howard with the second chance points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, a main weapon in Doncic's attack. He really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Out to the right wing. Marjanovic against Howard. Hill looking it over. Here's Korkmaz. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Now, here's Doncic. It's Redick on the wing. Back to Doncic. Oh, trying for it. Fires from the line. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Boy, good court awareness and presence of mind from Richardson there. Understanding the shot clock situation and getting off a quality look. Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Korkmaz passes to Milton. Now, here's Thibault. He got it up. The shot comes out, and that does it for the first quarter. 76ers on top. They lead by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now, here's Howard. Here's Thibault.
Nick Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Brunson, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And Kleba slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And the basket by Hill.
And I think the mid-range spot of the floor is where Hill excels most. He knocks down that shot with great regularity.
Brunson scanning the floor. Off target from outside. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Passes it to Maxey. Mavericks trail by 6. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And now the 76ers on the break. Back to Howard. Philadelphia moving the ball and slam dunk by Harris.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Brunson against Hill. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Here's Thibault. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dallas again missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Out to the wing. Puts up a 3. Maxey, no good. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Richardson finds Cleveland. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Here's Doncic. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Curry.
And just like his brother Steph, Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now Curry. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. 17 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Dallas again missing. Curry looking it over. At the elbow, it's Simmons. Over Porzingis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. From the get-go, it was Philadelphia who came out strong. They went to work early at both ends of the floor, going on a 9-0 run to... And...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Harris.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at small forward. Hardaway with a wide open look. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff. This is where Embiid burns you the most. I mean, mainly because of his size and such a soft touch.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic against Simmons. Now the pass to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Now here's Curry. Tries from 16. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I tell you what, energy and activity from Hardaway Jr. there, showing you exactly what it takes to keep plays alive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
George Hill's checked in for the 76ers.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Doncic outside.
I think Hill is really an outstanding two-way player. Not only does he hustle at the offensive end, but he also puts forth tremendous effort on defense.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Hill following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Embiid against Marjanovic. Curry kicks to Embiid. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Embiid's got 6.
Embiid really good at shooting in rhythm off the catch.
Doncic against Hill. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. And Embiid with the block.
Look at this combination of reach and timing. It makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Dallas also making some changes. Richardson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's Simmons. No points in the game yet for him. He'll find Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And they pick up 2. And the 76ers lead by 10.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys, and for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Howard dishes to Embiid. Back to Howard. Doncic against Simmons. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. Dishes to Howard. Mavericks trail by 7. Pass to Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Burke.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Simmons. Hill kicks to Embiid. Hill has the open look. And the shot is long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. Outside Hill. Embiid inside. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Embiid's got 10 points.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
A big-time effort for Joel. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The 76ers leading by 7 on the floor for Dallas. Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Embiid. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Burke with the ball. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Harris outside. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Can't hit that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Now here's Brunson. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Over to the wing. Here's Burke. Offline with his 3. The 76ers lead. Harris kicks to Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Here's Brunson. Down low. Embiid with the steal. Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 10.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
Right wing. Cauley-Stein kicks to Burke. Here's Brunson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Nelly is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Josh Richardson. Hardaway is subbed in for Trey Burke. Back to Curry. Outside, Simmons. 5 on the clock. There's the dish to Embiid. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Brunson with a clean look. Kleber and Simmons with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Mavericks trail by 10. Kleber with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Harris trying to get free. It's rebounded by Dallas. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Philadelphia leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Curry passes it to Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. They kick it out to Green. Back to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock. So really, they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Now, here's Doncic. No good, unable to end this run. And so they foul intentionally. And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 17. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And you need a foul here to try and extend the game. Best case is the inbound pass goes to a poor free throw shooter, but really they have to foul whoever it ends up with.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. A solo fast break. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Porzingis. That one goes. Count it.
And sinking that one, he ends a 14-0 run by the Sixers.
Here's Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia. And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 17. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
So it's the 76ers winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg.
Over to the My Team GOAT. New to 2K21, My Team seasons were packed with surprises, challenges, and amazing cards. And this user was there for it all. This year's My Team GOAT was Long Long Home, earning well over 2 million XP. Way to dominate.
Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Batum, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Simmons. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Curry against George. Simmons pulls it in.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
That one falls.
Working tirelessly on the stroke. Tobias Harris trying to find consistency with that shot.
It's Jackson with the drive. That one goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Embiid. Following the score by Reggie Jackson. Green finds Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Batum. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And so Green will bring it up for Philadelphia. Curry on the wing. Embiid trying to break loose. Curry can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lob pass to George. No good on that one.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Green. Outside, Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Harris. Great D that time from Batum. The Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. George with the ball. Now Green defending, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
To the middle, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the 76ers making a change here. Hill's checked in. Curry with a wide open look. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Leonard finds Batum for the 3. That one doesn't drop. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Outside Curry. The 3. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's George. Shoots it. They grab their own miss. And that one, good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Harris. Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And really beyond the skills, you see right there the passion Embiid has, displaying that killer instinct.
Now here's Jackson. It's George on the wing. Jackson looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Outside Curry. It's back to Hill. Pass to Curry. Launches a 3. Again, Curry missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Deep 2 from Hill. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Jackson kicks to Leonard from 17 feet out. The pass to George. Outside Batum. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at point guard.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here now is Thybulle. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Maxey, no good. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. On the wing, Green. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Milton. And the 76ers get it back. Passes it to Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great position.
Pass to Man. Back to Rondo. Now here's Kennard. Defended by Milton. Pass to Man. From downtown. Great D that time from Green. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Howard in the post. Kennard covering.
Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Rondo passes to Morris. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
1:37 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Zubats. Morris trying to free himself up, and that one is good from Zubats. Zubats has got his first points of the game. 76ers trailing. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And George Hills subbed in for Maxey. And then for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the pass to Jackson. And 1:01 left in the first half. Again, Los Angeles. 76ers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Out left to the wing. Howard finds Green. No good from outside. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in for Green. Leonard the pass to Kennard. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Embiid against Batum. No good that time. The 76ers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harris kicks to Simmons. Back to Harris. Outside Hill. Fires the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Here's Jackson. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top, leading by... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close. And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Jackson. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Simmons finds Green. Here's Curry with the 3. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Embiid. Batum with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Passes to Morris. Leonard with no one around. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat. Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Morris. Lock at 6. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
To the wing right side. Back to Simmons. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Batum with the steal. Morris with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
And the wide open shot from Green. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Morris finds Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Back to Jackson. Morris against Curry. Outside Leonard. Back to Morris. On the clock. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Shake Milton. He's checked in for Philadelphia. And then for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Milton. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Simmons checked in for Korkmaz. Hill kicks to Curry. It's back to Hill. Simmons dishes to Hill. Outside Curry. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Rondo kicks to Kennard. They can't stop the run with that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Thibault. Outside, Simmons. It's tipped. And here's the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Hill passes to Curry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And we just finished the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Ben Simmons, George Hill out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the technical free throw is good. Hill passes to Simmons. It's back to Hill. Here's the 3. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Harris finds Hill. Outside, Simmons. 5 to shoot. Howard, the pass to Simmons. For 3, Hill. Again, missing Hill.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Howard. Passes it to Jackson. Right side, Leonard. Over Harris. Batum. Great positioning on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Curry. It's back to Hill. Pulls up from the corner. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Outside Curry. Howard kicks to Curry. Harris outside. The offensive rebound. Howard. Simmons left side. Back to Howard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Green in for Seth Curry. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. George with the ball. He's picked up by Hill and stolen by Harris. Outside Hill. To the paint. 9 feet out. That's good from Harris on the assist by Hill.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
George against Hill. George looking over the floor. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Hill.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for George Hill. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Simmons. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Curry passes to Embiid. Excellent D there from George.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
They count on Harris to get their offense going. He delivered.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Jackson finds George to take the lead. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Morris has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Important points from Morris. When he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Pass to Harris. Outside Curry. Batum against Embiid to the inside. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Jackson passes to Batum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. It's good!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Ron Lewis, he talked with the team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if we can get it done.
Outside, George. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Harris. Money!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And Simmons with the rebound. From deep. Misses there. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it.
can build a My Player in the WNBA and chase greatness. And this year's WMVP is Kel. Now, Kel wasn't able to join us, but we still wanted to share their excitement.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batuma's out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the... Oh, what a play!
Watch it! Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Now Doncic, Porzingis at the elbow. Got a piece of it. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Finney Smith. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And the officials call over the back, a little too aggressive there.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Burke in for Dorian Finney-Smith. On the wing, Hardaway. Looking to end the run. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Jackson, that's good.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
Outside, George. Batum passes to George. Jackson in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 8. Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Right side, Leonard. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, here's Kennard. Burke covering.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Kennard. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 3. Pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now, here's Kennard. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Outside Rondo, right side Leonard. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. The pass to Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Mavericks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rondo. Here's man. Guarded by Hardaway. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. 3-on-3. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound Mavericks. That one, no good. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jumps up, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Passes it to Finney-Smith from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Clippers in the lead. To the right side. Pass to Zubac. Here's Rondo. Richardson covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rondo, no good. The Mavericks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Los Angeles guys shooting it really well. 54% from the floor.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Finished off the break. Porzingis has got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas.
And just wanting it more there. You gotta like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
Kennard against Richardson. Morris, left side. Zubac trying to break loose. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. The quick look, no good that time. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Rondo wide open. Almost, but it rolls out. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Porzingis passes to Brunson. For 3, Richardson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Here's Rondo. He's off on that one, and the Mavericks going the other way now. Back to Marjanovic. Rondo against Brunson. Richardson outside. It's good from long range. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Rondo against Brunson. Rondo passes to Morris. Can't cash in from close range.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Over to the left wing. Brunson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. And he lobs it up toward the rim. He's got a clear path. The finish. And Marjanovic with the swing.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, we know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Rondo. And the Clippers miss again.
He can't get anything to fall this quarter. And obviously that's dragging the whole team down.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Now the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Morris with the bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And here's Brunson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. They get it back. Kicks it out to Richardson. No good with the triple. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 3. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. To the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. George against Hardaway. Pass to Morris. Knocked away. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break.
Oh, that That is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Jackson finds Morris. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. And then Hardaway with the dunk. And now a 9-point Dallas lead.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands. George looking around. On the wing, Jackson. The three. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 9. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Clippers trail by 13. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Shot to stop the run, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Doncic outside. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Doncic. Hardaway has got 8 points in the quarter.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
In the corner, George with it. Jackson finds Leonard. Passes it to Morris. Out to Ibaka. 4 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. George, no good.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Batum in for Morris. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Pass to Finney Smith for 3. They get it again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Clippers trail by 15. Outside Jackson. 1:31 left in the third. Batum scanning the floor. George trying to break free. Batum, good.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Jackson against Doncic. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Doncic has got 5 now.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
The deep 3 from George. Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Batum's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And that one's good. Doncic.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Clippers trail by 17. Jackson kicks to George. Leonard against Powell. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 20-6 run. Doncic outside. Back to Brunson. Fires from deep. Missed.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Mavericks ahead, leading by 17. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the small forward position.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Doncic outside. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Brunson against Jackson. Brunson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. There's the pass to Doncic. Lets it go. They get the rebound. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Jackson. Another shot and the call on the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, Leonard in position. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Dallas calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Feeds to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
That has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Right side George. From down in the low post, it goes. 8 points for George.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Doncic outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Dallas.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
It's all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Doesn't go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Brunson misses the three. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. There's the three. On the wing, Hardaway. Goes back up. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.
Share their excitement. I am so happy the W was included in the game and that it's being recognized with an award. My late father and I loved watching the WNBA together. He would be so excited. I am glad there are people out there supporting the W. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
And no doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Offensive rebound, Kleba, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Now here's Simmons. Outside, Green. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Back to Embiid. 5 to shoot. Left side, Harris. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid. But, I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Here's Doncic. From deep. No good. Shot missing. Simmons with the defensive effort. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. Nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And here is Doncic. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Here's Curry. He kicks to Harris. Simmons against Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Embiid finds Green. Harris, right side. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA replay center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Back to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Kicks to Embiid. To the middle. Lays it up off the glass.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Porzingis passes to Doncic. They need this, and he sinks the layup.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
The 76ers leading by 8. Harris looking it over. It's Curry outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic outside. Porzingis inside. Guarded by Harris. Harris against Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Down low. Curry passes to Embiid. He feeds it to Harris. And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Tobias Harris.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now Doncic. And there's the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Simmons passes to Green. To the middle. Here's Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the line for him here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Porzingis. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Simmons.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots to score.
Pass to Howard. On the wing, Milton. Burke covering. Here's Harris. That one rolling around and rims out.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 8. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Matisse Thybulle, George Hill out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the 3, the small forward. To the paint. Here's Howard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Axie's checked in for the 76ers. Thybulle with the ball. Kleber on him. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Hardaway. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And now the 76ers on the break. Korkmaz passes to Thybulle. Back to Korkmaz. Inside, Powell with the steal.
They
Richardson outside. On the wing, Hardaway. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he can't get the first one. Nelly is checked in for the Mavericks. And he sinks the second. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Passes it to Maxey. Hill against Brunson. Fires for three. That shot off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Pass to Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
The Mavericks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And Simmons subbed in for Korkmaz. Hill passes to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Back to Embiid. Now, here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock is at 3. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the 76ers lead by 6. Brunson with it. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Hill. To the inside. Hardaway with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. So it's Philadelphia now. Outside Hill. Back to Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
1:30 left here in the second. Hill against Brunson. And stolen by Simmons.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. What
My
confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Dallas calls timeout. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Then for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is checked in for Hill. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. Oh, we see a lot of this now.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And the shot goes in. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Now, it's never been more important for bigs to be able to stretch the floor, and Embiid has no problem doing so.
Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Simmons. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Harris outside. On the wing, Green. Back to Harris. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Here's Simmons. There's the feed to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. From about 16. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds. And that'll do it for our halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Good.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
To the paint, there's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And here is Doncic. There's the pass to Kleber. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Finney-Smith. Up again. Porzingis on the foul. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. Hardaway with it. Now Green defending. And Doncic throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right. And I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Green's got his first 2 points. Now Doncic, he's got 6. Pass to Porzingis. Over Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in, and the Mavericks call time here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Melly. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson. Inside, here's Howard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brunson against Hill. Brunson scanning the floor. And the shot is good. Brunson's got his second bucket tonight. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Passes to Milton. He dishes it to Hill. Pass to Thibault. Clock at 4. Takes the 3. And the 76ers get it back. The pass to Milton. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Back to Marjanovic. Brunson against Hill. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Milton kicks to Howard. For three, Hill. Mavericks with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. The three for Doncic. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight, and Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Down the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Richardson in for Trey Burke. Then for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in for Korkmaz. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. For the lead. And it's Doncic missing. The 76ers lead. Harris kicks to Green. On the wing, Green. No good on the three. Feeds it to Richardson. Down low, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true. But we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, got to give them credit for coming back.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers on top, up 2. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. The Mavericks trailing. Over in the corner, Porzingis. And that one is off. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Curry passes to Harris. Back to Curry. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Simmons. Takes a shot at the elbow. He doesn't hit that one. Dallas shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass to Richardson. And the rejection by Embiid.
Well, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Connects from 3-point range. And the 76ers lead by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dallas, no good that time either. Harris outside. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's a 7-point 76ers lead. Now here's Richardson. Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Curry with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. And an intentional foul right there. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Dallas calls timeout.
Luka Doncic. Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Danny Green. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
And stolen by Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Doncic with it. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Here's Cauley Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Marjanovic finds Doncic. Looking to get back on track here. And the dunk by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Simmons passes to Korkmaz. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Doncic from the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Now it's just a 3-76ers lead.
And Cauley Stein's teammates want him to take these shots. I mean, because they believe in the shooting game.
Outside for Simmons. Back to Embiid. The dish to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Marjanovic. Embiid, no good. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Doncic. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Hardaway is subbed in for Trey Burke. Green is checked in for Philadelphia. Yes!
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 5. There's 57 seconds left in the game. Present our New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. And that's an intentional foul. Here's Simmons. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, not the most heralded prospect to ever come out of North Carolina, but Green has been a big contributor to a number of NBA championship runs.
23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Wow, it's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid. It's just awesome. I mean, this guy likes to have fun going off the court.
And the wide-open shot from Redick. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a gamer right there. Redick is someone you love seeing step up in the clutch.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nine seconds left in the fourth. Nails the triple.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. And here is Doncic. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. locker room, hoping to put...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward spot. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. Passes it to Embiid. Inside. That's good from Harris on the assist by Embiid.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Harris. And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons on the wing. To the middle. Here's Embiid. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Morris finds George. Back to Morris. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. From the corner. Rebound by the Clippers. George with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Harris.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
And George drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside Green. The pass to Kerr. There's the triple. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Now here's Batum. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. That shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. High post, Embiid. From 18 feet away, Harris. And staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
To the inside, Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Harris has got the ball. Green, the pass to Simmons. Here's Curry. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Curry. Latrey. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the 3-point line.
Yes, that goes in.
Boy, George so long in all limbs, arms and legs. And he covers a lot of space in short bursts of time because of it.
Now here's Simmons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one's good. Green.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Jackson passes to Leonard. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
And Simmons kicks to Green. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Shoots over Batum. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Solid at guarding both post and perimeter players. That gives them.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the three. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Clippers trail by 4. The feed to Morris. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And here's Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Eibel with the ball. He's against Morris. It's Hill on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Shot clock at 3. Here's Howard. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Rondo. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
To the left wing. Korkmaz passes to Howard. He kicks it to Hill. Back to Howard. They need this one, and the layup is good. Howard's got his first points in this one.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Zubac, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
To the paint. Howard against Zubac. Ball's knocked loose. Korkmaz passes to Maxey. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. The 76ers also with a sub. Simmons checked in for Korkmaz. Rondo against Hill. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. And again, no good by the Clippers. The 76ers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Thibault. Pass to Maxey. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Zubac's with it. Passes it to Leonard. And the layup falls. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
The pass to Howard. To the middle. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Thibault finds Simmons. Outside Hill. Off target with his 3. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Maxey. Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. And stolen by Thibault. And here they go. It's all tied here. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to checking out the Clippers. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, you could see the comfortable atmosphere that these players are.
And that should do it with
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Los Angeles guys shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And here's George for 3. AT that time from Curry. George has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Embiid with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And, you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
And both free throws good for Curry. The Clippers trail.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, and clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Leonard dishes to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
The shot by George, wide open. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Embiid kicks to Simmons. Here's Curry. That one drops for him. He's got 10.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
3 on 3. Embiid wide open. And the three off target. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Outside Curry. Back to Simmons. And the wide open shot from Green. From outside, off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's George finishing it off.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Outside Curry. The three ball. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
George, that's a two-pointer. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
76ers trailing. Outside Curry. Back to Simmons. To the inside. Knocked loose. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Curry on the wing. Launches it. Again, Curry missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Batum passes to Leonard. Back to Batum. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, George. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris has got the ball. Here's Embiid. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for George. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Simmons. They get it back. Mann. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Mann's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Outside Hill. On the wing, Milton passes it to Thybulle. The kick out to Hill. Here's Milton. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Milton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rondo scanning the floor. And the pass to Mann. From deep. Up again. Rebounded by Howard. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Batum, Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Mann in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside Jackson, so the wing on the left. Kennard, the bounce pass. Here's Leonard outside for Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers leading by 5. Milton in the corner. Takes a 3. No good on that one.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Batum, good.
Boy, you got to tip your hat to Batum. He's so good at fighting through the contact on the way up.
Kennard against Hill. Harris kicks to Milton. Pass to Hill. And here is Harris. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And here is Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Paul George with the steal. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Green passes to Milton. Back to Green. This one for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. There's Jackson with the 3.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Embiid kicks to Harris. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the 76ers lead by 7. Outside Leonard. Launches a 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Simmons. Green taking his time here. Shot clock at 6. Harris inside the line. Here's Embiid. They kick it out to Green. Here's Embiid. Over George. Embiid, no good.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Jackson misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Embiid. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Jackson misses. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, an excellent shooter. Seth Curry takes pride in spraying you from this spot.
And here's George for 3. So the 76ers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, GF.